Live, everybody, and welcome to our final broadcast of Madden 25. It is time for Ultrabowl 3, the Sacramento Rumble taking on the Salt Lake City Fury. We did a big deep dive on the rosters, the stats, the history, and the playoff brackets. You can check that out in the archives here on YouTube. You can check out all the past games from RXFL Season 3. The Sacramento Rumble, they are not superstitious at all. They have worn brown throughout their entire playoff run, whether jerseys or pants. They are going with the all green. Normally teams, we've seen the Steelers in the past, the Buccaneers in the past, where they wear the white all the way through and they don't want to be superstitious and change. On the other side, Salt Lake City Fury, they had 2 home games. They've worn a couple of different uniforms. They are wearing the same exact uniform combination they wore in the conference championship. They are extremely superstitious. Check out the preview show. We're going to let the Madden announcers bring you into this game, and then we're going to jump in for the final broadcast of Madden 25 here in the Ultra Bowl.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chargers and the Redwoods coming up next.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between our AFC champions and the representatives from the NFC. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had...
All right, guys, there's the introduction, and here we are, Ultra Bowl 3. Now, we've often talked about in this league's history, we've been doing this this is going to be the 22nd championship game we've done, combining the SFL, the RFL, and the RXFL. So when you put those 22 championships together, this being the 3rd RXFL championship, we are here in the New Orleans Superdome, and this is only the 2nd time the Superdome has hosted a league championship game. Way back in season 7, all the way back on college football 07, the Kansas City Warriors defeated the Orlando Cheetahs 24-17 in the Superdome. And all these years later, it is hosting the RXFL's Ultra Bowl number 3 right back here in the Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. So, 2nd time to host the big game, and we are well underway. Salt Lake City gets the ball first, and immediately starting off here, a lot of the talk is about Derrick Henry, but it looks like they go with the passing game. Bart Starr does. And now they will go to the run game, and there's Derrick Henry, who arguably has been the MVP throughout this postseason, if not the conference championship game. What the performance that he had there. You see Jim Harbaugh on one side for the Salt Lake City Fury. Henry comes out. Starr tries to go with the screen pass, and you see that defense. No injuries. We talked about it on the preview show. Go watch the preview show for the Ultra Bowl. And while we're at the beginning, we want to encourage you guys to sign up. Patreon.com/TVSports27. Help show some support for the channel. Hit subscribe if you like the stream. Hit thumbs up on this stream as well. Jump in the chat. We'll chat along with you. We're going to be doing our Madden 26 RXFL draft coming up, where we move to Madden 26 for the 4th season of the RXFL. That'll be going up on Patreon, as well as the deep dive on all the rosters as well up on our Patreon page. So make sure you guys sign up for that. As Bart Starr changing some stuff around here. On third down, Starr rolling out, trying to find anybody, and tries to get it out there to Cook. So that's twice. Once on the screen pass, and once on that pass that they were looking for Cook. Both times it went incomplete. And the Fury, they make it to midfield, so they're winning the field position battle, but they have to punt on the opening drive. And we are going to see backup quarterback Justin Herbert step out onto the field here. So Otto Graham did not get cleared in time. If you've been following the RXFL throughout the postseason, he did not get cleared. Justin Herbert does have, and we have an injury right off the bat. Evans of the offensive line, dislocated wrist, is going to miss the rest of the Ultra Bowl here. But Justin Herbert came in for a struggling Otto Graham in the wild card round, led a fourth quarter comeback to the Tampa Bay Mutiny, where they would win in overtime. Otto Graham took back over. There was a quarterback controversy, and there's your number one receiver in the entire RXFL, Paul Warfield, sharing roster spot with Randy Moss, but it's Paul Warfield with almost 1,600 yards receiving, the number one receiver. So Justin Herbert leads his team to a wild card comeback. Quarterback controversy in the divisional round. It was Otto Graham. They stayed with him. He ended up winning on a 2-point conversion stop of the London Monarchs. And then in the conference championship game, a late hit that was flagged. Herbert comes in relief. Otto Graham, torn labrum, misses the rest of the year, misses the Ultra Bowl. And again, it was a 2-point conversion stop. And Justin Herbert, for the third time this postseason, will come in for the Sacramento Rumble. So far, Herbert starts off a perfect 2 for 2 as he connects with Tony Gonzalez to the sideline. If you're Otto Graham, 3 years with this team, through everything this team has been through, it's got to hurt. Obviously, you're cheering, you're happy for your teammate, but you're sitting at home. You got to be, ooh, that one just knocked away. You got to be really disappointed in the effort that you've put in for this team over the years, and you're at home with an injury off of a late hit, and your backup's gotten in and gotten as much playing time as he has. So most of these playoffs, we've seen quarterbacks in these teams going up and down the field at ease, moving the ball well. However, here we are, and boy, we've got a couple of punts to start off the Ultra Bowl, which is not what we were seeing in the postseason. Derrick Henry, that is what he was doing all day long in our last matchup that we saw. The conference championship against Columbus was breaking tackles like that. Same uniform as we mentioned, not super or very superstitious, wearing the same uniform as the conference championship. Sacramento, who had worn brown the whole time, going with the green. Changing things up for the championship.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before he
play fake to Henry, Starr. And a fullback completion. So Bart Starr kind of opening things up here, trying to throw it to Cook, throwing it to the fullback. And both teams have gotten to, they're doing the LSU special right now. Getting to midfield. Haven't quite passed midfield yet, and Bart Starr is going to get brought down. Mario Williams, another sack for him. We looked at his impressive numbers in the preview show.
Everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating.
Henry, nowhere to go for Derrick Henry, and he's driven down by Charles Woodson, who leads this team in interceptions. And you got a 3rd and 16. No backs for Starr. Empty set. Got drilled as he tried to release. Incomplete, and another punt here in the Ultra Bowl. So 3 possessions, 3 punts which is, again, not something we've seen throughout these playoffs. Points have been coming at a frequent pace for all of these playoff teams. So the fourth possession of the game, the second for the Sacramento Rumble, as backup quarterback Justin Herbert steps back out onto the field trying to have his Nick Foles moment, leading his team at the end of the season through the postseason in relief of the starter. His Nick Foles moment, his Jeff Hostetler moment. Could he find himself in a starting role come next season on Madden 26 with a championship victory performance? And right now, both offenses just trying to get in sync. Tony Gonzalez. Just a nice, simple play, but easy enough to pick up a first down. That was just an easy across the field. You dump that one 5 yards and let Gonzalez's speed take you the rest of the way. I think a big part of this story, Saquon Barkley, as well as Derrick Henry on the other side, the rushing attack. How big are they going to be? Saquon, there's some nice blocks, and we get past midfield for the first time in the Ultra Bowl. A different kind of quarterback matchup. I don't know if you'd consider Herbert or Bart Starr your classic gunslingers. The first Ultra Bowl was Lamar Jackson going up against Jim Kelly, and that was your classic. Look at this. Herbert is going to go deep. That's knocked away. That was your classic scrambling quarterback versus the gunslinger. Then you had more of the gunslinger battle in Season 2 Ultra Bowl, which was Jim Kelly versus Peyton Manning. So from Kelly and Manning and Kelly and Jackson to Herbert, Bart Starr. There's the first catch of the Ultra Bowl for Randy Moss. He's looking to win his first pro football championship. We talk about some of these guys. Jim Kelly won his first. Lamar Jackson won his first. But then you got guys, look at that 3rd and 1. They throw the ball with Herbert. There's the confidence in Justin Herbert. But you got guys like Randy Moss out there who've never won it. Saquon looking to win his second. Bart Starr trying to win his third. And the best drive of the game so far. Herbert. Watch the pocket collapse, and he gets sacked.
I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense. It just adds up.
That wasn't no 20-step drop. That was the pocket collapse and Herbert trying to roll out. Come on now. So Jonathan Brooks is in for Saquon Barkley. So there's a guy that has not been able to get on the field in real life if you watch my Panthers series. And that is why Saquon Barkley is out. A pulled hamstring. So they run the ball to get into field goal range on 3rd and long with Jonathan Brooks. So we talked about the confidence with a 3rd and short to throw it. Maybe not so much confidence. You're going to run the ball and settle for the field goal. But the Sacramento Rumble are on the board first with Gary Anderson's kick here in the Superdome. It is 3-0 Rumble over the Fury. So that's going to be very interesting with Saquon Barkley. They take him out, but you're wondering, this is the last game of the season. some of these guys might make the decision, as much as that might be, you kind of, I don't know, think twice about it, but you got nothing to lose. You might run some of these guys back out there, even with a high injury risk. Knowing your season's on the line here. This is it. Derrick Henry is going to get about 8-9 yards on that run. And this will be the final play of the first quarter here of Ultra Bowl number 3.
Running once more with Henry. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. That's the end of one here in Super Bowl 59. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll return to New Orleans right after this. Welcome back. The team is set, so let's get back to it. Second quarter of Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans.
1st and 10 for the Fury.
Action on first down.
Fakes it to Henry. Well, we're getting dangerously close to some turnovers coming, and that was what cost the Columbus Aviators their game in the conference championship. Cook comes in, handoff to Cook. So we don't know. I mean, Derrick Henry got a lot of touches in the conference championship. Is he feeling a little shaken up? For Derrick Henry to be coming out as much as he has been so far in this Ultra Bowl, Henry comes back in now. That's going to be something to watch. Saquon Barkley already out for the Rumble. Derrick Henry running guys over again. Already got 55 yards on 8 carries. Derrick Henry's a cheat code out there. He is going to be a highly sought-after draft pick. We're drafting everybody, so normally teams go after quarterbacks with their first draft pick, trying to get their guy. Is anybody going to take Derrick Henry in the first round? And then maybe settle for, you know, the 34th or 35th quarterback, knowing you can get a Derrick Henry. As Henry's going to come out again. And there's Maynard, who is your leading receiver on the Salt Lake City Fury.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that. Going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Bart Starr looking for Maynard in the end zone. Bishop knocked it away. And the Fury will send in Kaim Fairbairn. He's only missed 2 kicks all year, 1 field goal, 1 extra point. And he remains in the 90-plus percentile of kicking as he boots that field goal through. There will be no Ultra Bowl shutout. In fact, we have never had a shutout in any of our league championships going back the past 23 seasons. Much like the Super Bowl, never a shutout. And this Ultra Bowl will be no different. I have the list of championships up on our Patreon page if you want to go look at the history going back to the RXFL days. That is up on our Patreon page. We have had a handful of overtime games. Season 9, the Minnesota Outlaws defeated the Miami Bling 34-28 in overtime. And then in season number 11, the Honolulu Firebirds defeating the San Francisco Aztecs 13-10. That was an overtime game. And then we also had 2 overtime games in the RFL, which was All Pro Football 2K8, in double overtime. Huntington Beach knocked off this Salt Lake City Fury team 38-35. Again, that was in double overtime. And then what a lot of people call maybe one of the greatest pro football championships of all time is Justin Herbert. Oh my God, and again, this game just sometimes slides and sometimes that'll happen. And Justin Herbert going all out in the championship. People call it the greatest championship of all time. Triple overtime, The Ann Arbor Annihilators, led by Dan Marino, going up against the Oklahoma City Bandits and John Elway. 63-69. Ann Arbor wins that one by 6. 69-63 in just a Dan Marino, John Elway gunslinging battle. Incredible. Unfortunately, that one is lost to time because we were not uploading to YouTube back then. We were just strictly doing Twitch stuff. So I have a picture from that game, but that is it.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and that'll give him a first down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley.
So Saquon Barkley is back in the game. We mentioned that is, you know, our guy's going to be encouraged to get back out there knowing you have a whole season to recover. Guys knowing that the redraft is coming up. Are they going to tell the coach, hey, you know, I don't want to risk this. Herbert's going to run it again. By the time the slide is successful. It's the same button to slide and dive, and the game just picks and chooses which one it wants to do.
We had a slip and slide of practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Herbert. Oh, and Tony Gonzalez cannot hang on to it.
Free, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Here's Barkley. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little.
Welcome to everybody jumping in and joining us live. TV Sports here for Ultrabowl 3. Justin Herbert, backup quarterback to Randy Moss. And look at the speed of Randy Moss. Most guys would not have picked up that first down. Randy Moss certainly did.
What we call situational football. You spend all week working.
Look at we're going to watch it again. The unreal speed of Randy Moss to turn the corner and pick up the first.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Here's Saquon.
Saquon Barkley looking for the first touchdown. Look at some of the history, man. This is a 2 seed versus a 4 seed championship, and that kind of is in line. We have not had 1 versus 1s. We've had 1 versus 2, 2 versus 4, 1 versus 5, 4 versus 1, 2 versus 5, 1 versus 3, 3 versus 4. We have not had the top 2 teams play each other in the entire run. Oh, and they're going to give that a touchdown. We might got to review this. Herbert taking some blows, man. You're on your backup quarterback, but Herbert is going all out in the Ultra Bowl. I don't think he crossed the line here, but we're going to... I don't know. Yeah, that is... We got to get a review, I think. Scoring plays are all... They are not going to review this, and you can't challenge it. Well, we have a controversy in the Ultra Bowl. It did not look like Justin Herbert crossed the goal line. It was either reviewed and confirmed or not reviewed at all. We got folks joining in left and right. Welcome to Ultra Bowl 3. You picked a great day to jump in as I see the numbers going up. Sacramento on the board by Justin Herbert, touchdown. But a bit of a, I mean, I don't know. That looked like Ben Roethlisberger in Super Bowl 40. If you want to talk about we got any Seahawk fans out there. That was a Ben Roethlisberger Super Bowl 40 play. If I've ever seen one. That is a controversial referee decision. Harbaugh not happy on the sideline and going to Cook again. So Derrick Henry continuing to come in and out of the game. Very interesting here in Ultra Bowl number 3. Henry is back in. They fake it to him. Starr is going to run. He's waiting for some blocks, and boy, could not get around his fullback, and they're talking about it right now, and things kind of starting to I don't know, get out of sorts for the Fury. We are already at the 2-minute warning here of the Ultra Bowl. Starr going deep, and it is knocked down. It's 3 and out, and the Sacramento Rumble will get the ball. All their timeouts, 2 minutes to play, possibly a 2-minute warning. They got 5 seconds if they want to try to... Yeah, they're going to get one more play before the 2-minute warning here. Take a deep breath as we hit one more play. And Sacramento in the driver's seat. Justin Herbert finds Calvin Ridley, and we take a pause in the action here. We'll do a little ad. Patreon.com, TB Sports 27. Check us out. Support the channel. 2nd and 1 here for Justin Herbert. Can he put his name among other championship-winning quarterbacks in our XFL history? Joe Montana, Warren Moon, Dan Marino, Andre Ware. Oh my goodness, what a throw from Justin Herbert to Randy Moss. And I think Randy Moss is the only guy that can make a catch like that. Lamar Jackson, Jim Kelly, other Ultra Bowl champions. Herbert somehow got rid of the football with pressure in his face. Herbert making his case to be a starter next season in the RXFL. Your backup quarterback. Herbert's going to run it again. And he gets out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open.
An unreal effort right now from Justin Herbert. And that time, the sack goes down and Sacramento calls the timeout.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Leading 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. Herbert now.
Herbert delivers.
He keeps those feet in and makes the
It is complete, and they are down to the 3-yard line.
Broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm. But these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. He's got it. And he's brought down real.
Timeout called. It is 4th and goal from the 1.
Timeout taken by the offense.
What is Sean McVay going to do?
One in their pocket.
Game says go for it. Well, they got the benefit of the referee's call earlier
Trying to reach that end zone.
on 4th and goal.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak.
Herbert is in for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the Ultra Bowl.
Grow their lead just before halftime.
And the Sacramento Rumble
Touchdown. On a quarterback
have 2 touchdown lead here on the Salt Lake City Fury.
You go quarterback sneak, Brock. You know this firsthand. You better trust those big boys to help you get that ball across the goal line.
You can almost feel it. The second
Justin Herbert having his Nick Foles playoff run right now in relief for the injured Otto Graham, the 3-year starter in Sacramento, injured in the conference championship game on a late hit against the St. Louis Rhinos.
Back and see what the opposition has in store.
And Herbert,
This one's fielded at the 4-yard
who helped them win 2 playoff games, now in the Ultra Bowl, having his Nick Foles moment.
Out comes the Charger offense late in this first half. They could use something to trim that
Well,
deficit.
Bart Starr,
Time left to maybe get this near field
yeah,
goal.
33 seconds, 3 timeouts.
30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Shotgun snap, looking to throw.
And nothing happening for Starr. And Jim Harbaugh with his veteran quarterback, his
2 left to work with before halftime.
How many years now? The 60s to now? What is that? His 60-year veteran quarterback in Bart Starr.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
The Sidney Lanier graduate. I've announced Sidney Lanier football games before. Crampton bowl game coming up on Tuesday. The Salute to Veterans Bowl. That was my stomping grounds of announcing high school football.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw.
This Rumble defense has made it tough on the Fury and their game plan, which is Derrick Henry. Oh, and it's dropped by Jeremy Shockey. Was that Mario Williams in coverage, or are they just showing Mario Williams? And a 10-second 3-and-out for Salt Lake City.
Gives him a chance to do a little jine after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him.
You only need 2 big throws here from Herbert. Whether or not there's going to be time to do that or not.
To put a stop to that return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. First and 10, Herbert.
Ooh, Justin Herbert needed a little bit more air, and we were looking at a Rumble touchdown. Oh my goodness.
And now they face second down. Back to throw it.
Herbert's just going to run it here. Tries to get down, and that is how the first half of the Ultrabowl will end. Sacramento in control, 17-3. Let's listen into the Jonathan Coachman, the final Jonathan Coachman halftime show.
Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you two in just a moment.
That was the quickest halftime show ever. Who we got out there? Megadeth for their final album, performing in the Superdome. All right, Dave Mustaine going out with the halftime show here at the Superdome in the Ultrabowl 3. Jesus, we got 3 people talking at once. So the Fury forced to kick off here in the second half, and the Rumble have a pretty big drive ahead of them that can really put the Fury in a world of hurt. They could eliminate Derrick Henry from the equation if they go down and score and go up 24-3. That's pretty much going to eliminate the Derrick Henry game plan for the Fury. Saquon Barkley came out with that hamstring injury earlier in the game.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Come on, pick a play.
Now 7 to go.
New Orleans Superdome, Sacramento Rumble, Salt Lake City Fury. Backup quarterback Justin Herbert on the money for Tony Gonzalez. That's another guy. We were talking about people getting their first championship. Randy Moss, who's played in 2 Super Bowls but lost them both. How about a guy like Tony Gonzalez? We mentioned in an earlier stream that Tony Gonzalez maybe was 10 years too soon. If he had come around when the Chiefs were on this Super Bowl run, how much would we talk about a Tony Gonzalez? Instead, he retired without a ring. Well, you got Tony Gonzalez, Randy Moss, Justin Herbert, guys looking to win their very first ever Pro Football Championship. And this opening drive, pretty darn good right now for the Rumble. And Paul Warfield, your number 1 receiver in the league, coming up with another huge catch. Did Warfield ever win any championships? I know he played for the Browns, but did he win any NFL titles? Definitely didn't win any Super Bowls. Herbert going for Gonzalez. All right, we're going to look up Paul Warfield right here.
Quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going.
Warfield, he won 2 Super Bowls, I guess, with the Dolphins. Okay. I did not realize that he played... Yeah, he played on the Dolphins for 4 years. Maybe I did, I just didn't remember. Obviously, you think of Paul Warfield being with the Browns, but he did win 2 Super Bowls, so he would love to get back. He would love to win another, obviously. And it's going to be 3rd down and 6. This is a pivotal play here in the Ultra Bowl. And Justin Herbert on the money to Tony Gonzalez down to the 1-yard line. And the Salt Lake City Fury just in shock right now with what's going on. Are we going to see Herbert take it in for a 3rd time? It is a 3rd Justin Herbert touchdown on the ground. And the Sacramento Rumble, who have been barely winning postseason games, needing overtime, needing 2-point conversion stops, have a commanding lead in Ultra Bowl 3, 24-3 over the Salt Lake City Fury. The former Sacramento Spiders, who have never played in a league championship, made their return to Sacramento in the RFL. Started off the season, Coach Anthony Lynn, they were 6-2 at one point. 8-2, I think, rather. 8-2. Lost every game to end the season and finish 8-8. The committee still put them in the playoffs. Controversial decision. They go to the conference championship before losing. Otto Graham has to look at Bart Starr keeping the ball. Oh my goodness. They're all over the place right now. They go all the way to the conference championship. Otto Graham, you talk about Justin Herbert right now. Otto Graham, go look at the season 1 RFL games in the YouTube archives that we have. It's in the playlist right after this. Otto Graham had some quarterback shootouts, a sack, fumble, picked up by the Rumble, and time may be running out on the Salt Lake City Fury. We've talked a lot about this offense for the Rumble. How about the defense? Because they had the two-point conversion stops in the playoffs. They had the fumble. They've had a couple of fumble recoveries throughout the playoffs, and here we are now coming up with another massive fumble play. And this may be one of our biggest blowouts in championship history. We had a 20-point victory in Ultra Bowl 2 where Jim Kelly and company put up 40 points to the 20 for Peyton Manning and the London Bulldogs, but most of our championships, even going back 20-some-odd years, they've been pretty darn close. 3rd and 8. And the Fury defense will hold. So, obviously, a rough scenario, but all things considered, you're hanging in there. Fairbairn puts another one through. Looking back at some of the history, I'm trying to find the biggest blowout in championship game of history, but they've all been within 7 to 14 points or less. We had season 5, 35-17, the Dragons winning. We had a 28-3 victory, Miami over San Antonio. Boise beat Atlanta 34-10. Other than that, the biggest margin of victory might have been the 42-24 defeat last season in Ultra Bowl 2. You said you're looking at that one. You're looking at 34-10. Just barely got rid of that, and Bart Starr has to sail that one. Now the question begins. Season on the line. How much you ride with Bart Starr? Because it has not worked out so far today. It's been good throughout the playoffs, but oh my goodness, and Starr is missing everything right now. And when you're out of sync, you're out of sync. They are out of sync right now.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now they'll throw out of the gun.
And Jeremy Shockey does come through with it. That was very similar to how they won the divisional round. And maybe that kind of sparks this Fury offense. Trying to get Derrick Henry involved, knowing they kind of can't really rely on the running game so much. They got to make up 4 touchdowns here. Derrick Henry just pushing his way through. Boy, for Derrick Henry, you got to think the game plan coming in here was going to be similar to the conference championship. And then all of a sudden, Derrick Henry's like, man, the game plan just gets the rug pulled out from underneath me because we got to throw the ball all of a sudden.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 27.
And Derrick Henry drops that one.
The ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived.
And when things are going bad, man, it's so hard to right the ship when the game's starting to pull away. And you start to see guys making uncharacteristic drops like we just saw with Derrick Henry. There's Harold Carmichael, who is going to get the first down for Salt Lake City. Just getting 1 touchdown here might spark something. You still got an entire quarter. And there's a huge opening for Derrick Henry. Charles Woodson on the stop. And Henry cannot make it in on 1st and goal. Which the Rumble are fine with. That's going to run the clock down, wind the clock. And there is your touchdown. Your first touchdown in the Ultra Bowl in about 5 seasons for the Salt Lake City Fury. Comes by way of Derrick Henry through the ground. Now, do you start going for 2? Game says go for 2. Try to get some of those points back. And maybe they're just going to go on the ground game. It looks like. Look at the heavy hitters up front. Oh, my goodness. Who's 57? We got to call out 57, who had an absolute right away to Derrick Henry, and Derrick Henry just shoved this man back like nobody's business. It was Levante David. Derrick Henry just ran over Levante David, and it is 27-11. So it's still a bit of a deficit, but we're making this game a little bit more interesting. Well, you're only a mistake or 2 away from Sacramento of Salt Lake City really making this thing interesting. Still got an entire quarter to play here in Ultra Bowl 3. And Barkley barely able to force himself forward for a yard. Sean McVay on one side, Jim Harbaugh on the other. I don't know how that one was not intercepted. We talked about one mistake. That might have been the one. I want to see a replay on that because Herbert somehow...
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier.
How did that not get picked off?
Easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Justin Herbert right now in complete control.
On the shotgun handoff. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
Every one of these have been hard-fought yards by Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert and Saquon Barkley. They've been hard-fought for Barkley. Hard-fought for Herbert. Hard-fought for everybody.
Another carry for Barkley.
Barkley was injured. He's playing with that injured hamstring. Still favoring it a little bit. This should be the final play of the third quarter here in Ultrabowl number 3. And they're going to throw it. And Herbert takes a hit, and we go to the fourth quarter. The final quarter we will ever play of Madden 25 on this channel again. Before we move to Madden 26. Ultrabowl 3, Sacramento 27, Salt Lake City 11. The Rumble and the Fury come down to this fourth quarter. Backup quarterback Justin Herbert and a whole host of guys like Randy Moss, Tony Gonzalez looking for their very first Pro Football Championship. And right on cue, there's Tony Gonzalez. Third and 4.
That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases,
first down. Gonzalez goes back to back.
They get 6 and a first down as well.
And they line up where they're going to pass it again. They are not trying to run the clock. They are trying to put the dagger in.
Now Herbert again.
Wide open Tony Gonzalez, and you're down to the 3-yard line.
Gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Empty set again. Herbert. Oh, tried to run it. They tried to get him a 4th rushing touchdown. Did not happen. The QB draw is a tough play to do in this game.
He got a chance to crash inside, and he took advantage of that opportunity.
They send a receiver in motion right.
Back at the ground game to Saquon.
And that hit stops him in his tracks.
And it's 3rd and goal for the Rumble.
And now they need 8 on 3rd. Herbert now.
Herbert season opening. It is 4 rushing touchdowns for Justin Herbert in the Ultrabowl. And I think Justin Herbert's a starter in the RXFL next season. And if he's not, we got to do something to make him a starter.
Billy Kilmer and Bobby Douglas shared the record for rushing scores in one game by a quarterback. Well, congratulations to you. And congratulations to him now, because he's just joined those two as the only QBs to take it in 4 times in one contest.
Well, there you go. That's a record. I missed the name she said because I was too busy talking, but Justin Herbert, apparently 4 rushing touchdowns is a quarterback record in pro football history. And barring the collapse of all collapses here, the Sacramento Rumble, who were winning playoff games. Think about this team and how many times they were almost eliminated. In the wild card round against Tampa Bay, being behind in the 4th quarter by multiple touchdowns, putting Herbert in to lead a massive comeback and winning in overtime. Then against the London Monarchs, Otto Graham and John Elway going toe-to-toe. Oh my goodness, that would have just been the capper. and the Monarchs deciding to go for 2, and they don't get it, and they lose the game. Then you have Otto Graham getting injured. Justin Herbert leading another comeback. We go into overtime. St. Louis scores on the second possession in overtime. They also decide to go for a 2-point conversion. They're also stopped by way of a quarterback sack. In Sacramento, a grand total of 5 points. 2 games by 1 point, 1 game by a field goal. 5 points put this team in Ultra Bowl 3. And here they are, moments away from a blowout victory over the Salt Lake City Fury.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's second down coming up.
And the Derrick Henry game plan pretty much wiped out by this incredible 4 rushing touchdown performance of Justin Herbert. And you got to imagine that that's going to be a championship game MVP going to Justin Herbert. Fury not going away yet, though. You got to think the 2-point conversions are still coming after this if they get in the end zone again. Harold Carmichael's been pretty much making all the big plays here.
It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal. They'll run here with Henry.
Tried to go on the ground to Derrick Henry. Unfortunately for them, they don't have a lot of time to be running the ball.
It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And a vicious hit on Don Maynard. And it will be incomplete. Referees say did not complete control of the ball.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react.
Starr tried to rush it in. Fred Warner takes him down, and it's 4th and goal for the Salt Lake City Fury. And a last gasp here on this 4th down with 4 minutes to go. Bart Starr is sacked, and the Sacramento Redwoods get pumped up. Sacramento, a team that only has the Kings. They got the River Cats, of course, minor league. No hockey, no football on the professional level. They got the Sacramento Kings, and now they have the Sacramento Rumble, about to be our XFL champions for Season 3. Saquon Barkley's about to go back-to-back, winning a Super Bowl and an Ultra Bowl in the same season. Justin Herbert about to win his first Pro Football Championship. Randy Moss about to win his first Pro Football Championship. Tony Gonzalez about to win his first Pro Football Championship. This has got to be some kind of scoregami. Are there any scoregami experts out there? Let me know in the chat, whether live or afterwards. Is 34-11 a scoregami? I think it's got to be. Gatorade bath on the sideline for Sean McVay as he picks up his second Pro Football Championship.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
And I would be shocked if Justin Herbert is not your MVP of the Ultra Bowl. And the Mora Trophy, named after the legendary Jim Mora, 2-time USFL Championship head coach. The Mora Trophy about to go to its 3rd different team in 3 years, from Toronto to St. Louis and out of the West Coast of Sacramento.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
On second down, here's Barkley.
And that is it. They don't have to run any more plays.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch
Let the final 30 tick off, and the Sacramento Rumble are Ultra Bowl champions in Season 3 of the RXFL.
Instead, it goes backwards.
And we've got ourselves a champion. That does it. They've just won the Super Bowl.
Uh-oh, is that Randy Moss about to give Randy Moss the Mora trophy? Randy Moss, who was on the Rumble, handing Randy Moss
Making an appearance now to present
the trophy.
trophy to this incredible group, your champions of Super Bowl 59. So that's a wrap on another incredible year of NFL.
Oh, so they don't announce an MVP in this game. I'm giving it to Justin Herbert. What should our MVP trophy be called?
And my partner in crime here, Mr.
Should we call it the Tommy Maddox trophy? Since we have the Jim Mora trophy in honor of the winner of the first two USFLs. I like the Maddox trophy, the Maddox MVP trophy for Tommy Maddox, who was MVP of Season 1 of the XFL. The Maddox trophy going to Justin Herbert, who had 4 rushing touchdowns, tying a pro football record. And that is the final time we are going to play Madden 25. Herbert goes 20 of 30, 242, no interceptions, 4 rushing touchdowns. Bart Starr, 11 of 25, 131. It was a stifling Rumble defense. Saquon Barkley, 22 carries on an injured hamstring for 100 yards. Derrick Henry ended up with 14 carries, only 77 yards, the touchdown. But there it is, Justin Herbert, 4 rushing touchdowns. You feel for Otto Graham. Again, this is a guy that's been the starting quarterback. And I encourage you guys, if you're watching this, go in the archives on our YouTube page. Go in the playlist. Season 1, Season 2, Season 3 of the Relocation Football Legends League. Otto Graham Otto Graham and Lamar Jackson in Season 1 had one of the greatest quarterback duels of all time. Hundreds of yards, dozens of touchdowns in one game between Otto Graham and Lamar Jackson. Continuing to have big games, and then in Season 3, getting to the playoffs once again. The struggle, the benching, the controversy. Coach McVay saying Graham's been our quarterback for 3 years. He's the guy. The late hit, obviously he's here, casted up with the torn labrum, but still cheering on his team. Justin Herbert, a big moment for him, but you got to feel for Otto Graham, who was quarterbacking a championship team and unfortunately did not get to quarterback them through. Tony Gonzalez winning his first Pro Football Championship, 9 catches for 98 yards. For the great Tony Gonzalez. Calvin Ridley, I believe that's his first championship as well, 59 yards. Jeremy Shockey, 52 yards for the Fury. Harold Carmichael and Randy Moss, finally his 3rd Pro Football Championship appearance, losing 2 Super Bowls, wins the Ultra Bowl, and Randy Moss is now a Pro Football Champion. The great Randy Moss, well-deserved. Sacks, Grover Stewart had a sack. Greg Arusino with a stat. Byron Murphy with a sack. Fred Warner as well. Warner was all over the field in the middle of the game. No turnovers on either side. And then another perfect day for both our kickers there. That is going to do it, guys. That is our XFL Season 3. Ultra Bowl 3 goes to the Sacramento Rumble, 34-11. Let me know in the comments, is that a scoregami? 34-11, the Ultra Bowl. The next time we will see you guys is tomorrow, Tuesday, patreon.com/TBSports27, patreon.com/TBSports27. We will do the Madden 26 Season 4 RXFL Legends Draft, and we are also going to go in-depth and look at all of the rosters. I think Justin Herbert has to be a starter somewhere. If he's not, we're going to make sure he is, all right? So tune in on our Patreon page. We're going to get everything started for Season 4. And then the rest of the week, come join us. We're going to do some WWE 2K, get you guys prepped for SummerSlam. We got more Bucks stuff coming, the Tennessee Volunteers. How about Utah Utes football? Let me know what you guys want to see on the channel. Thanks for tuning in, and congratulations to the Sacramento Rumble. You're winners of Season 3 of the RXFL.